That's NBC. The Weather Channel. There's that pollution letter.
This is your drinking water. Keep it clean.
Yep.
Right. Where's that company?
Really?
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah, we do.
Who is it?
Coming up behind you.
Well, you're a better public speaker than me.
So which way's the dam from here?
I don't know. You ask these people when they come down here.
I'll ask him. He'll know. Which way's the dam from here, boss?
Say again?
The dam. Which way's from here? That way. Which side this coal ash is on? Right in the middle of it.
Yeah. I live a mile from here. Down another mile up the river. Maybe 2 miles up the river.
Okay. My name's John. That's Dave. We're amateur historian, river chasers, storm chasers, women chasers. Chase our liquor with water chasers.
And
well,
you're looking at my childhood swimming hole.
And I know you got to be upset about that.
Oh yes, sir.
What's that green thing down there?
That's I was explained that was a medium that's supposed to get up samples, and then they come and cut pieces off of it and put it in a blender and test that to see how much metal's in this water. They say there's 8 to 10 inches of sediment all the way down.
8 to 10. How far down?
70 miles.
70?
They said 70 miles is how far it's going.
Wow.
All the way down to Bird Island. So if you fish out of there, then you best watch it. Well, how much you eat, I reckon.
So, pretty much in the middle of it here, and it's going that away.
Yes, sir.
And where are these ponds?
The coal ash.
If you go back up to Eden, New Street's where the plant's at.
What'd you say your name was?
Benjamin?
Benjamin.
Ben Atkins.
Ben?
Yeah.
Well, Ben, we're, like I say, we're from Clover, South Carolina, and we're...
Y'all go all the way up there to look at
We
it?
did.
Yeah. You mind if I film y'all talking?
Go ahead.
Because we're appalled
Yeah.
that corporations, we feel this is an age-old thing where people put profit over the environment.
That right there is the person that is going to affect the most, that little girl.
And we just talked to him up.
He told us how to get over here.
He told us how to get here.
Well, if you want to, I'll introduce you to somebody from the Waterkeepers Alliance.
Love to talk to him. But we're just appalled that this can happen, and it continues to happen. And we keep saying, let's protect the planet, and I don't see any progress being made towards protecting much of anything when it comes to a dollar bill.
Yep, that's exactly what I told them earlier.
We're sorry for you that this happened in your backyard.
When everybody leaves, we'll be here stuck with the mess.
That's right.
We fish on the Broad and the Catawba a lot.
Yeah, I've been down the Broad.
And Catawba is really polluted. The Broad, they've been kind of protected in a little bit, but who knows what they're dumping? Somebody's dumping it.
Oh yeah. Well, they found another river. That's the gentleman right there that you need to talk to, Mr. Pete.
Hey Pete, my name's John. My buddy Dave. We're from Clover, South Carolina. We come up to see what's going on up here because we're so appalled.
Where's Clover?
That's it's in South Carolina.
South of Charlotte.
To give you an idea, 25 south of Charlotte. Around Rock Hill, yeah, we're on the top. Just a few miles from the top, which is quite cool. That's another place that we. Yeah. Is this going to touch the Catawba?
No, this won't. This drains out, kind of goes back and forth to Virginia.
Goes into the Great Dismal Swamp. If you like Chesapeake Bay horse, just be prepared to have a little more mercury on them, I reckon.
And it empties out around Virginia Beach, Hampton Roads, that area. The Catawba would go down, empty out. I guess it's on the side.
The little PD.
Yeah.
The little empties out into the little PD. The little PD goes. It goes all the way to the ocean, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Down through where Francis Marion and all that.
We travel around and just get into a little bit of everything, from chasing storms to rivers to dams to whatever. And when I saw how many tons of stuff was in this river, we're just...
How long did it take you to find out?
When did I tell you about it? It was about 2 weeks ago. I said, did you see what happened on the Dan River? And then we kind of let it slide, didn't talk about it anymore. And he said this morning we were going on another trip this morning to another part of the state to look at some, just piddle around. And he said, let's go check it out.
So the spill happened on the 6th?
Second.
The 2nd.
Second.
What date approximately how did you find that?
Rock Hill Herald.
Rock Hill Herald?
Yeah.
And that's about 2 weeks ago. They put it in right
Yeah.
around the 10th or something. Right?
Could that have been because that letter that up there on the tree didn't come out until the 12th?
Yeah, it was just put
Wasn't
up
on
there.
that tree on the 12th.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't on the
Okay.
12th, no, because we've been down here every day.
Okay. Well, that seems right to me. It was a couple of weeks ago, and I'm from West Virginia, a big cold place.
Which part?
And then what was it? The Kanawha just a month ago was the Kanawha that they dumped all that
The
benzene
chemicals,
in?
and then there was a slurry spill after this one happened. Like right after it, there was a
Yeah.
slurry spill in the Kanawha too.
And there was a week or two maybe people couldn't drink clean water. They were
Still
buying water in
finding it.
South Carolina and trucking it up to Washington.
They're still finding it.
Yeah.
There too.
So what does that
canoed
tell
there.
us? I mean, we keep saying we're going to protect the environment, and you're committed, and I'm committed, and he's committed, and there's the future of this country. He's committed, but we're not making any progress because we can't beat big money.
Well, you get places like this one right here, they make so much money. They don't care. They don't care what they put in
I
here.
reckon they don't, sir, and we'd like
They
to
really
believe
don't.
that somebody does, but apparently people at the top of hierarchies in the world just really don't, as long as the money keeps coming. I'm sorry, sir. We said we was going to talk to you, and I'm running on that.
No,
I
it's,
apologize.
hey, I hear what you're saying. That's my line of work. Like that's what it's about. You know, is addressing that problem. I think one encouraging thing that has come out of this is we've never seen a criminal investigation like what is going on now.
Is
You
that
know,
going to
and
happen for real?
It is
All the
happening.
subpoenas have already been issued.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Federal
good.
grand jury and suspicions of a felony. It's a real big deal.
Now,
And
who's going to be a jury of their peers that's going to look at that stuff? I mean, really, is it that type of jury?
so
Oh, they'll have it fixed.
well, you've heard about a grand jury, and so what that is, it's like that's not the trial. The grand jury is like a preliminary thing where they got investigators out poking around, turning over rocks all over the place with Duke and with the state regulators, and they're gathering all the evidence they can in a hurry, and then they'll have this grand jury where all these people who've been subpoenaed have to come in and testify, answer questions. It'll be like a closed door kind of thing, but then based on the evidence there, they'll then decide, who's going to get indicted. Who are they going to press charges on?
My real question is, who are the people that this information is being disseminated to? Are they your peers, our peers, my bearded wearing brethren? You know what I mean? Or is it some white collar guy?
I'm not sure if this particular grand jury is somehow different than what I'm familiar with, but usually it's just like any other jury. People just randomly selected members of the public are called in, and then there's some screening that lawyers do to make sure nobody's going to be like impartial or something.
Well, see, that's the thing about it, where it's so small around here. It's like they know who to put in there.
Well,
they'll tell you that it's random, but it probably won't be. It's gonna be to help them. I guarantee it.
You going to have any kind of your own monitoring of it where
We've been doing it.
yes,
And it's
and
been
you feel
necessary
like,
too.
This is the man right here. He's the good guy. He's
Okay.
a good guy.
That's good.
He's the
And
one
I'm
taking
glad
independent
you're giving us some
samples.
hope here, because quite frankly, we're feeling a little hopeless at this point that anybody cares about anything we're eating and drinking.
It's quite discouraging, but we care. Like you said, we all care. Like And that's the unfortunate thing, you know. In a democracy, the will of the people, you know, should be you know, what happens, and it hasn't been, especially with this industry, coal, you know, energy, but coal in particular.
Yeah. Oh, and the corruption in the coal mines where I'm from.
Our river system in our town.
People blow up and die on a regular basis when the mines were running heavy, and it was you know what happened, and then everybody would scramble to get all the log books and make sure that they went back and filled in the stuff and said, yeah, we inspected that.
With
Everybody knows that there's graft in that.
With Upper Big Branch, that was that I think it kind of went too far, you know, and the feds came in, and that was Upper Big Branch, where all that kind of stuff happened. Was the first time that any executive from a coal company has ever been criminally prosecuted, and that happened there just a couple of years ago. Here, you know, the whole story has evolved really quickly, but that it focuses on this relationship between the company and the state, and the governor, and this very pro-corporate agenda, you know, that's obviously in place, and it's a big deal. I mean, it's a really big deal that there's this high-profile criminal investigation happening, and so I think that while, you know, money drives it all, and it's hard to find some way to be hopeful with all of that, but the fact that it's happening, you know, is significant, and because it hasn't happened anywhere else, and frankly, I'm surprised that Duke Energy is being criminally investigated. And
well, then
sure, I mean,
if I come and took my trash can and dumped it in your daggone yard, you would A, expect me to clean it up, and B, call the law if I did.
Or
right?
if you put your own trash in your own yard in a big open pit like they do with their toxic coal ash,
and just keep it,
you'd be prosecuted.
And we're talking not like feet from the river, not even 100 yards from the river. I mean, that's what I'm saying. They don't. I think something's been going on for years, honestly. Because when I was a kid coming down here,
we used to catch a lot of fish.
Yeah, I mean, you could come down here, and I mean, you know, catch some decent sized catfish and stuff. But it's got worse and worse.
At the end of Cascade Creek, I caught 49 keeping catfish, eating catfish, in an hour. In 1 hour, in the daylight. It was early in the morning, but 49 in an hour.
So you know,
do that now.
Palouse Creek, I mean, that's part of this area. Upstream, bigger plant, killed 19 out of 20 species of fish. You know, the reservoir right around it that feeds into the dam. That was in the 70s.
What they call it? Beryllium?
Selenium was the culprit there, which is, you know, one of many bad things in there.
Has anybody said about how long it would take nature to clean this up itself? Anybody have any idea?
No, actually,
they're talking about is the bottom of this river 70 miles down is coated with coal ash now. Is a very disturbing fact.
Yeah, see, and that's going to kill any kind of life in the river.
Yeah, nothing can grow through that.
Exactly. I mean, it ain't going to produce nothing. Yeah.
What about the deer that drink the water out of the river? Can you eat them?
What about these cattle?
Or horses?
What cattle?
Oh, I mean,
horses, cattle, whatever.
What's your name?
Danica.
Danica.
You named after
Danica.
Now, what's the news crew? They been doing a report up here?
Danica Patrick?
Yeah, we've been trying to do a report all day. We just watched them crash doggone drones. It's kind of funny.
Crash a what?
A drone.
They had like a little 4-blade.
Oh, I saw that. Is that what that was? A drone?
Yeah.
I thought it was a funny looking antenna or something.
No, man. They had a camera on it.
They crashed in that big old tree over there. The big tallest one, dude. He hit the very top of it. And it come all the way down.
How did they retrieve it?
He walked around. It was on the land.
People been down here ever since that happened.
Well, I've been down here about 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Just to see what was going on.
I mean, we got people from all over the place, you know, that I've met right here.
Yeah.
So over the last few weeks, I mean, people from West Virginia, Tennessee, I mean, all over the place.
So what do y'all do with y'all's video?
YouTube it. It'll be out there probably what, Monday, Dave? And we have a business card, and we do YouTube presentations, and it's just all amateur. There's no money involved or anything. But he's Guacamole Charlie Blue. He's a Native American, and I kind of adopted some Indian mindset, so he calls me Johnny the Italian Indian because I'm an Italian. So that's what's on our business cards. And so we just try to make an attempt every week on Friday, because we both have jobs, to go somewhere, something new. If we're not fishing, just go investigate something. You know these metal signs on the side of the road, these steel that nobody reads because they're going 65 miles an hour to get a new person, a pair of shoes or something.
Story there.
We stop there.
Yeah.
We stop sometimes 25 times, and I narrate him, and he films them, because 200 years ago, some guy walked here and spilled his blood, and he's been forgotten. And we don't really care for that, so we do a lot of that, just bringing stuff to people's attention. And we've got a lot of people on YouTube that just tune in every week and just see what kind of shenanigans we get up to.
I got one for you.
Okay.
You should stop by Snow Camp. It's Alamance County.
Snow Camp.
It's the site of the first Quaker establishment in North Carolina.
Oh, that's awesome! I dig Quaker stuff.
They're way into history there, so it's very easy to find someone who will talk your ear off about the history. And it was my 8th great grandfather was the first one of them to come down, and he had a mill there.
Wow.
That Cornwallis came in and kicked him out of the mill and camped out in there around the Battle of Guilford and all that. So it's rich that way. And they even got a plaque right there on the side of the road.
Now, Alamance County
is south of here.
South. Okay.
Yeah, like
Southwest, southeast.
So it would be.
You can get there in an hour and a half, an hour and 15 minutes probably from here.
Burlington is in Chatham. No, Burlington's Alamance.
Burlington's Alamance.
Yeah.
Snow
You can get there in an hour and 15 minutes from
I
here.
gotta make sure I write that down before I go.
It could be on your way home.
Yeah, you can make it on your way home if you took 29, I believe. Right? Is it 29?
I forget which one dips out of.
Greensboro, 29 south. There's an otter over there or something. You see it swimming upstream?
Does it go under right now?
Yeah, it's in the shadow right now. There we go. All the way
Oh yeah.
Oh
I
yeah.
think it's 2 of them.
Whatever it is they must be.
Yeah,
It's about that long, so
Yep, that's
there's
an
probably
otter.
2 of them.
There's big otters in here, man.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna-
damn big.
Whatever.
God
that
bless
is,
their
it's
heart. I
pretty
bet
big.
their damn eyes are burning.
Yeah. They can't eat what they usually eat. They can't eat that.
Just trying to get one up on the wall right now. They're just flopping around. They're real playful.
Just have them come up on my boat one time.
Really?
Yeah, well, not in my boat, but came right up next to us all in the swim.